Hello and welcome to the Meet the Queens of the Finish Line's second season. I am your host, Matt May Finish, and today we have the lovely Morticia C. Monroe.
Hi everybody, I am Morticia C. Monroe. I am your 19-year-old pageant queen from upstate New York. I live in a small podunk town called Seneca Castle, home of a singular post office, stop sign, and many, many cornfields and cows.
What do you hope the Finish Line can do for you?
Well, right now, because of Miss Rona, I am currently out of my performing gigs and have lost a vast majority of some of the biggest opportunities I had received. Being in this gig for less than a year still, I am hoping to get my name out there a little further because I do know this competition is a lot more cutthroat than most of the social media queens like to do, which I look forward to.
I have no clue what you mean. Seriously, I have no clue.
And I am hoping that this raises my platform even higher than what I have already accomplished.
That's very nice to hear, and I'm glad you've chosen the Finish Line to do that. Now, it's my belief that every queen is special, but what is one thing that you have that nobody else here does?
Crippling anxiety. Next question, please.
I can assure you that at least 4 of these girls have that. How would you describe your drag style?
I would describe my drag as a mix of Marilyn Monroe meets the Manson family murders in an alternate universe where Barbies are alive.
I think I've been there before. Why do you drag?
It started out as a way for me to spite my parents, I will be completely honest. Growing up, I dealt with the macho man type mentality in my house. Very much, you need to be masculine, you were born a boy, let's be man. And that didn't happen. I loved Barbies. I loved playing with my mom's makeup, and it got me into quite a bit of trouble. Just it's been a time.
Rebel. Oh, watch out for her. Do you perform?
Yes, I do. Before coronavirus hit and clubs got shut down, I was performing on almost a weekly basis, if not every week. I would be performing once, twice, 3 times every other week. And I made sure that I was pushing myself out there. And I will admit, I was a bit of a roach, and I did not stop until I was getting responses from hosts.
Respect the hustle, that's all I can say. If you weren't doing drag, what would you be doing?
I honestly think I would be making my parents proud and still have my eyebrows. Not to say that I'm not making my parents proud now, because they have been to most of my shows and they do support me. And my mom is like one of those mothers from Toddlers and Tiaras. But no, if I was not doing drag currently, I would probably be focused 100% on school and getting done what I needed to be getting done.
It's very nice to hear that your family supports you. You're 5 minutes before a drag show and you're not in drag. What do you do?
Throw on a Donald Trump mask and do the Macarena.
If you're not wearing blank, you're not doing drag.
If you are not wearing a corset or your hip pads, I used to be very, very much against embodying the stereotypical feminine figure, but the more I've experienced drag, the more I realized, oh shit, if I have this figure in the body, it's gonna make it so that I get tipped more, as I have learned.
How did you get your drag name?
Well, it was quite a journey. I started off as Kai Kai Cunt. I wanted to be like a Kardashian, so I started it with a K, and I realized that I cannot have 3 Ks in a row because that sounds bad. And I was like, oh shit, I really am stupid. Then from Kai Kai, I went to Serial Killer, and Serial Killer still holds a very, very near and dear place in my heart. It's just how I acted back when I had that name back in the teen queen community. I was not exactly a very nice person. Shocking, I know. I needed to change it, but I wasn't willing to change it quite yet. And then I started competing in pageants, and my drag mother gave me some pretty good advice, and she told me that if I wanted to present myself as a serious pageant queen, I needed to have a more serious, bold, glamorous type name. That's how I came up with Morticia C. Monroe. The C stands for champagne because our family lives the champagne lifestyle on a lemonade budget. Morticia is a classic, kitschy character that represents the macabre and the glamour. And Monroe, obviously Marilyn Monroe.
You know, that's actually really shocking because I didn't realize you were a serial killer. And it's actually kind of nice to see how you progressed. Who is the person behind Morticia?
Oh God, he's special, all right. I am 19 19 years old. I go by Nick outside of drag. I am a small country boy that is trying to get out into the big city. Yeah, I've grown up surrounded by the most stereotypical manly environment. I grew up playing football, lacrosse. I swam and I dove. I wrestled. You name it, I did it. I played hockey. I'm very much not what you would picture as a drag queen. I'm not afraid to go out and get dirty and fight somebody. I'm a woman.
Is there a Gomez to your Morticia?
Kinda? I'm not exactly sure how to explain our dynamic. I will just say that I have a very good friend. 2 of them. Next question, please.
I think so. Who inspires you?
There's a couple of people. My nanny really, really inspires me. My nanny does, as does my mother. Not to be cliche or anything, but my mom I almost lost my mom. I want to say it was 3 years ago now. I almost lost my mom to an experimental surgery procedure that she had. And being at the hospital with her, it started off as a normal checkup with her doctor. I got called into a separate room, and the nurse pulled me aside and said, "You need to call your father and get him here as soon as you can. We don't know what's going on with mom. We don't know if she's gonna make it." Watching my mom go from someone that had lost almost all of her hair, was down to probably 80 pounds soaking wet, and come back and be working 3 jobs almost full time, busting her ass to keep our family afloat, really, really has shown me just how a woman should be.
Your mom sounds like an amazing queen, and you're lucky to have her. Well, if you liked Morticia, make sure to visit her Venmo down below. And if you liked me, make sure to visit my Venmo down below. The race has just begun, so make sure you subscribe now to figure out who will make it to the finish line. And if you'd like to keep up to date with the race, make sure you visit the Instagram link down below. Until next time. If you'd like to monetarily contribute to the grand prize, then please go through my Venmo and please write, "This tip is for the grand prize." Otherwise, I'm going to consider it a tip for me. These girls are working with their time, their money, and their energy, so a tip does go a long way, especially for me. Again, if you'd like to contribute to the grand prize, make sure you make a note on the transaction saying, "This is for the grand prize." Maybe a heart emoji, I don't know, you do you. But thank you so much for watching, and let's hope this pre-production stage goes well. Until next time.